I think there should be a very open discussion in regards to how does someone view the subject or how to approach an influencer to advertise your brand or do an online marketing for your company, whether it's a product or a service, and to hear your point of view. How would you see that would process further?
I would probably first ask, what is your final idea of having influencers? Why do you want them? What would be the actual outcome of involving them in your business? So why do you
That's
want
true.
them?
That's true. I think at different stages of business, I've invited influencers for different reasons. For example, when we released our own manufacturing product, which was an online based product, my main kind of push, the main target for the influencer was to create the awareness of the brand, for the brand name to be more visible for a lot larger audiences, because influencers have followers nationally, sometimes internationally, wouldn't be suitable for someone. It wouldn't be suitable, for example, for my clinic work where I'm offering the treatments, because majority of the influencers' followings wouldn't even be in the radius of my clinic. But it worked really well for my online business, for the product that anyone can purchase by clicking the link.
Would you expect also some financial outcome of using influencers in your business?
Absolutely, because you are making an investment. Obviously, inviting an influencer is not a cheap hobby. They often, the bigger the influencer, the bigger the following, they often will have quite pricey tag to them. So absolutely, you are expecting some sort of outcome. Whether that has actually happened, there are different influencers throughout the time that we have invited, and with some, I had no return at all.
How would you trace this return? How would you be making it visible that you have some outcome and result from involving influencers?
Most of the time, the most common way to do it online would be to ask an influencer to use a promo code. So when they advertise your product, they will say, use the promo code, blah, blah, blah. So anyone who checks out using that promo code, that's how you know it came through viewing the influencer's story or post. That's how you know.
It's when you're purchasing products.
Online purchases. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
indeed.
mm-hmm. What
In
about your
clinic,
services
yeah,
exactly?
services. Again, I think we need to be very clear in dividing the business into two: online clicks and online buys, and in-house attendance to the
Mm-hmm.
clinic.
Could
To
you
the
also
clinic,
consider the number of views, how many views were of certain of your videos when you were, videoing, for example, working with influencers? Would that be helping you to raise awareness of your business?
absolutely. And that's a really good question, because the more, for example, your Instagram or Facebook has clicks or videos or likes, shares or save buttons, the more that video gets pushed forward. So more people will naturally, organically see it as well. So when you have an influencer included in the video, you more likely will get more views, which will then give you more awareness, like a brand name
Mm-hmm.
out there. However, people go through a lot of videos in every day. I know someone who pretty much just goes to work, does his 6 hour shift, and then comes home and scrolls through TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. So they are exposed to a lot of online advertising. The question is to make it memorable for them.
Okay. You also mentioned that's kind of like this is not a cheap hobby involving
No,
an influencer.
no.
How would you, is it worth doing it? How would you actually pay them for being involved in your business?
Honestly, I have tried to work two ways. I have used smaller influencers, so someone who's not necessarily your celebrity or not someone who's famous, but has got a large following through being in a similar industry. And I know a lot of people who watch them, and more likely they don't have the bought followers. So these are real followers, making it
Mm-hmm.
real. It's very easy to buy followers.
Mm-hmm.
I keep getting offered paid Facebook and Google reviews on a daily
Of
basis.
course.
You pay $100 and you get 100 fake reviews. It's very easy trackable. I forgot the question.
How can you pay these influencers? Is it
Oh,
worth
yes.
doing it? So you put them into two type of groups.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
One are probably less influencers, not so powerful, but more in your industry.
Yes.
And obviously, I think the other
And with
part
real
are
followers, yeah.
actual, probably with a lot of followers,
but not necessarily.
not in your area. So
Yeah.
which of these influencers would you probably prefer or recommend others to use?
Again, I think it depends. What are you advertising? Are you advertising an online service where you click and buy online? Or are you advertising a service where they have physically to attend your clinic or your beauty or aesthetics business? If you want someone to attend your business, then of course you would choose someone who's an influencer in the same area or someone who is in the same industry.
Mm-hmm.
And people that also follow people in the same industry would also be interested in a similar treatments. They might not become your client at all. They might be just intrigued to see what else is out there. I have a lot of followers. I don't know if you remember when we had Jodie Marsh come to us.
Yes, of course I do.
She was coming to us for 2 years. And to this day, I haven't seen her for about a year and a half. But to this day, I'm getting clients who come to me through her.